Alright guys, the Punisher Max 17 here, and what you see before you I'm actually pretty excited about. As some of you may know, I am a fan of Digimon, and I collect all of the old figures. I had a lot of them from when I was young, and I do a lot of dealing on eBay with them, and I have a pretty big collection of them, if I do say so myself. I'm quite proud of my Digimon collection, and these are new figures from Digi-Fusion. That's a new anime airing on Nickelodeon. And I knew they were making these new figures of them, but I never expected to find them in stores so soon. I've seen a couple of them popping up on eBay over the last few days, so I knew some were trickling out of Bandai, but, you know, with collecting Transformers and things like that, I can expect whenever I first see them on eBay, I'm not going to see them within the next 2 months where I live. So I was actually very happy to see these at Target today. So I picked up the whole line, these three guys, as well as Greymon and MetalGreymon. And I'm ecstatic about getting these guys opened up and messing around with them and looking at them and stuff. Now this video here is going to be a review for Shoutmon, but I'm just showing all of these in the box here so you can get an idea of what they look like in the box. Now as you can see, these are figures that come apart. They're not necessarily digivolving like a lot of the old figures, but they come apart and they combine. This Greymon and MetalGreymon combine into a MetalGreymon, and then Ballistamon, Darulumon, and Shoutmon combine into Shoutmon X4. So, it's a pretty cool new concept. You know, I'm not necessarily thinking they're going to be the best toys in the world, because I'm sure they're not going to be, you know, the most high quality things ever, but I love seeing Digimon toys back on shelves. It's a big passion of mine, and the last time these were on shelves was 2004, I believe, when Savers was running, and that line really didn't go over too well. So I'd love to see these figures succeed, and to see more figures in this line in the future. They're also releasing minifigures, if any of you guys remember those. They're not like the 1-inch minifigures that used to come out in 5-packs. They're about 2 inches or so, and they're mildly articulated. Their arms and legs move, and they come in 2-packs. I really only had the money to buy these today, and I probably shouldn't have bought all of them, but there are 4 packs of the minifigures, and I will be getting those at some point, just not today. So, as I said, this is a review of Shoutmon, so let's open this guy up and see how he is. Alright guys, here is our figure of Shoutmon, and he's a pretty nice figure, as you can see. He's a little over 3 inches tall, maybe 3.5 to 4 inches. Would be my my estimate here. I played around with him a little bit, and it's a fun figure to play around with. It's one of the simpler ones because he is smaller and his design is just a little stunted naturally. But there is some articulation. We'll start at the bottom with his legs. They can go around in a wide circle there, like so. And the other one can too, of course. The arms can go back and forth about as far as you can want them to go, and then they can move in and out a little bit. Not too easily. These are held on by ball joints. The arms go in on the back right there, and so they're pretty stiff. Now the head can swivel 360, up and down a little bit. I mean, you just get a little bit of a bobblehead kind of motion out of the head there. And it also comes with this Starmon sword, all in white, unfortunately. It would have been nice to have a little bit of color there, but it does include that, and that is used for Shoutmon X4 as well. Now, as you can see, the design, you know, it has like the open ball joints, things like that, which you wouldn't automatically think, oh, well, that's, you know, how they would make a figure. They would try to hide that a little bit more. But this does go along with Ballistamon and Darulumon to combine into Shoutmon X4. So you're able to take him apart. He actually comes in the package in several pieces. His legs come detached. There we go. And his feet can come off as well, but they don't come that way in the package. But the feet do detach as well as the arms and the head. So you literally can just disassemble him like that into a whole bunch of different pieces. And you do that so that you can get Shoutmon X4 with the other two Digimon. Now I'm going to be doing a completely separate review for Shoutmon X4. So if you want to see how all of that goes together, then check out my Shoutmon X4 review. But this here is just for Shoutmon on his own. Shoutmon X4 is kind of like the Omnimon or the Omegamon of Digimon Fusion or Cross Wars, if you're more familiar with its Japanese name. And I think I have the arms on the wrong side there, but ignore that. So yeah, that is Shoutmon on his own. I just realized I took him completely out of view of the camera. But yep, not a bad figure at all. I enjoy the ability to disassemble him, almost like a model kit. Limited articulation, yes, but you really can't expect much out of this line. These figures are $9 each. A fair price in my own opinion. Toys are pretty expensive these days, at least compared to whenever I was younger. And I was happy to see that they were only $9. I should say that whenever I ran into them at the store. Could have been a lot worse. So, Shoutmon down, and we'll see how all the others are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.